It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see this team's creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. This should be a good one to watch on Sunday Night Primetime.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6.
One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a short gain. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down. Now looking to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. The visitors and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's good for 7 yards. And they're going to have a 1st down.
And Columbus, 1st down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. They'll run here on 1st down. Escapes a defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 24. It is cut left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a 1st down. Man in motion out of the slot. Finds a seam down the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete out to the right. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
This offense getting all set for this series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Here's a toss headed right. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes his grasp. He's got a man left. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's going to keep it this time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Back to throw now. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and that'll be a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. This one's caught. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Finds a man, right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
He's on the move. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
The 12-year vet strikes true. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Handoff now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger game.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game.
Our home team, nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense getting set to go. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play coming here. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So 2nd down coming up. Here's a throw. Doesn't make the connection.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. On now comes their punter. And this will be his second effort of the contest. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Throwing it to start this drive. Complete over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking to the air here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll give him a 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Throw left side, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And they bring him down around the 34. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give them a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trying the right side. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. So we've reached that 2-minute warning. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Setting up a throw. He's on the move. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. They'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pass play now. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup, as we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away. As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself. But he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. They'll run now on second down. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Dropping back to throw. Kelly's got it, complete. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Plowing up the middle. And he drives it up past the 45. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48. Called in left side.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He has the 1st and still going past the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives them the 1st. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Jukes one defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up 1st down. Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Recovered by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Here comes their offense out again. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw it on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Touchdown! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Back to throw now, 3rd down. Dump off caught by his back. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing now, off play action. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 2, and they'll need a lot more than that on 2nd and 18. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has him on the quick hitter.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here he is on 3rd and long. The screen pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. So now here's 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. Back to the well again. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And he does what he can there, up to the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try and throw it here. Kelly there to bring it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking for a throw here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He's dropping back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Call it 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 3rd and 14. Pass play coming here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth take down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're gonna wait to see how they respond. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 13. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
And the Columbus first down.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Working inside the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys leading by 7. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They give it to him again. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
He's stopped on the return at the 27. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Kelly's got it, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Looking right, and he finds him. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Their offense running back out now. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. What a game for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.